Hi Prashant, welcome. How are you doing? Long time no see. I don't know. I just started the live. It's just in 4 minutes. So I guess everyone's gonna join later on. So Prashant, how are your studies going? What's up with you? Make sure to like the live, okay, if you haven't already. You're doing good. I'm doing excellent as well. My day is going very, very good. Anything new? Anything's up? Very, very good applause. Well, I guess yeah, there can be a round of applause indeed. I don't exactly know what to talk about though. It's been such a long time, indeed. What can we talk about, in a sense? Where are you though? Busy, like occupied with academics or something that you couldn't join at all? I was asking you, man. I was asking, like, where were you? Busy due to like academics or something? Or is it just that you're very occupied with a routine? Well, by the way, Prashant, I like to mention one thing. Okay, please don't use emojis in my life because it affects my watch time. Just use YouTube emojis and don't use the emojis too much as well. Just getting it clear. Your schedule, I know, yeah. Schedule can be pretty packed. Can be pretty packed often. Mine is as usual. I just come on here and I chat with everyone. That's it. But it's okay though. I'm glad that we could have a small convo going on at some point. I mean, at this point, not some point. So, how is exactly? Didn't you have like a collection of books or cards? I'm not sure. Keeping up with any hobbies at the moment? Anything? Hold on. Oh yeah, I can understand that, Prashant. I can. Some days, if you wake up early, you just have more time to tackle with more tasks, and I feel like it feels more productive. But if you wake up pretty late, then I know. I can understand that. I can understand. Sleep schedules, no one's sleep schedule or circadian rhythm is fixed at this point. It's 2026, man. No one's doing well at all with their waking up time and everything. So it's okay. But for people who work out in the morning, I know it is hell for them. People who do morning walks, who do runs in the morning, who work out, sound good. 8 plus alarms, yeah. I know, but I've done that mistake where I've put the alarm in the calculator app, and that I don't know exactly. My alarm is basically my mommy. My mother wakes me up always if I'm a little bit late also. Hello Meg, welcome to the live. Welcome back. How are you doing? How was your day today? Evening is pretty good. Prashant, evening schedules are very nice actually. What do you think? How do you feel the difference from morning routines, morning schedule and evening schedule? For some people I've heard like it depends on the training also and how active you are in the day. Depends on the routine somewhat. Meg, I've been good. I'm being good as well. I'm doing excellent. That's good to know that you're doing fine as well. And Meg, I'd like to mention, have you gotten the chance to look through my channel description yet? I suggest that you can read through it. You know, you'll get more clarity, and then you can come back and we can continue with the conversation, of course. That's good, Prashant. That is nice. Evening routines, it depends on the person also how their routine is. But I understand. Indeed. Well, Prashant, what is like one oh, as okay, caffeine. Oh yeah, so I had to ask what Prashant has about to ask about that only. That is true. The dopamine is insane. So sorry. Actually, Meg, I somewhat have missed out a little bit. Could you please tell me where are you from? I'm horrible with keeping up with people's introductions. So you do repeat. As mentioning to look at the channel description, not the live description. That is blank. And actually, Prashant, I'd also like to ask though. I don't know exactly, but like, is it usually strength training that you do workouts? Evening ones I have tried at some point. It is pretty refreshing. It's pretty good. If you combine morning and evening, it's the best. You feel so productive throughout the day. Excellent feeling, and it like increases your focus as well. Hello, Sankalp. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Sankalp, introduce yourself since you're new to the live. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Are you a student or are you working? Prashant, you're not new to the live. You've already come here a lot of times. Actually, Prashant, I'd like to tell you something. Why don't you have a look at my channel page? Because over there's my second account, okay, and you're one of my buddies, so you can check it out. I have like a daily life channel. That's my second channel. Why don't you subscribe there as well? It will support me a lot because it's pretty new. It's pretty recent. Just go to the channel page. Just go to my channel page. It's already there. It will just be there as my daily life shorts channel. Yes, comrade, that's good. And join back again over here so we can talk about like something tech or anything that is like good. We can have like a discourse or a debate here. Hello, Sazi. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Just to hang out, nothing much. Introduce yourself, will you? Hello, Gaurav. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Oh, that's good to know. That's nice. What do you do for a living, Gaurav? You're a doctor. Okay. It's nice. What is your specialization, that is? I'm Gaurav. If I introduce myself, I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a news anchor and debater with Times Now. Nice to meet. Yes, Prashant, you're correct about that. That is my second channel, indeed. Oh, God, that's nice. Nice to meet you, indeed. And good luck. Nice to meet you as well. Since I joined the live, make sure to like the live, okay? And you can also, if I tell you on here, we have a discussion on a wide range of topics. It's basically a place for us to have healthy discussions, knowledgeable discussions. I suggest you can have a look at the channel description as well. You'll get to know more about my channel, everything. And then you can join back and we can continue. And Prashant, comrade, you're definitely correct about it, indeed. It's mentioned in the description also. I mean, see, Prashant, both of it is interlinked. Okay, both of them is interlinked because whenever you go under any treatment for your teeth, it's always suggested to have ice cream after that. Okay. Hello, Prakash. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? And what do you do for a living? And Prashant, speaking of this, keeping up with any books at the moment, or is it solely just academics that you have to keep up with? I don't know exactly about the study situation or anything. So maybe you can give more insight about your day. Because at the moment you only talked about workouts and exercises. It's a set. Okay, what is the genre about, Prashant? What's the genre and what is the book about? General, in a general sense, maybe. I don't know. Sets are nice. Pretty, well, Lord of the Rings. Oh, Prashant, that's a very popular choice, so it is. Well, good luck. I don't know anything. Despite it being very popular, I don't know. But it's a epic fantasy. It's pretty nice. From what I've heard from other people, are you excited? How are you feeling? Did you do intense research recommendations? Was it recommended to you by someone, or did you just decide to delve deep into it? I had to get it back into reading at some point. I don't think I'm more. I don't think I've kept up with reading in a long while. Oh, hardbound book. Okay. But Prashant, animated books? That's interesting. That's an interesting choice, I feel like. I don't like hardbound books for some reason. I don't like the feel of them generally. I don't know. Maybe I'm more comfortable with paperbacks. But I don't know. It's up to everyone's preference. Any book that you have like finished reading recently, or like your most recent book also that you have just finished or were done with? Curiosity kills. Curiosity. I mean, it's like Prashant. The quote is pretty incomplete. The kill the cat is pretty incomplete. But satisfaction brought it back. So curiosity doesn't exactly kill. Okay, it does not. I feel like the internet just cut the other part. Interesting. Have you read Psychology of Money though? I mean that book just reminded me of this in a sense. Pretty damn good book, I must say. It's pretty good for like maybe not a not exactly a noob, but someone who wants to get into like finance books but doesn't know where to start from. It's pretty solid. It touches down a little bit on trading as well, like um very lightly, but it's pretty good. Because I guess you have read Atomic Habits. So my book selection is not that it's not that great. It's not there's no much variety of it, but I guess childhood me had more variety. Teen me doesn't have much variety in books. 10-20 pages. Dude, you gotta argue. You gotta argue with the book. Prashant. Because like if you disagree, if you find a point boring, basically like the thing is what I did was I wrote like notations of why a certain part felt boring or I didn't like the way it was explained. But honestly the Prashant, self-help books can be stretched a little bit. I know. What's your favorite self-help book? I think Mark Manson's books were slightly tolerable compared to the other two I've read, that is like Psychology of Money and Atomic Habits. But once again, I don't know. Too much audacity. I didn't like it. It was too crude for me from my own book. Yes, it is. It is pretty good. I like most parts in that book. It was pretty good. The dude has some audacity, and that audacity, it's like it's not exactly like oh my god, the audacity that it's not the bad audaciousness of the guy. He's very good. Like you feel like you're talking with him when you're reading the book. I like it. Pretty entertaining read. It was like a roller coaster, but most of the things he said it made sense. It felt like someone was basically telling you those. But Prashant, I feel like to make a book more engaging, you have to do annotations. Or you can collect like quotes from it and you can follow it closely. Trust me, it does wonders. What did you like about the book? I'll also go ahead with my opinion. I like to know from other people, like what did they like about the book, what was good about it. Oh no, where comment got hidden. Just give me a moment, okay, Prashant, let me read. Just give me a moment, Prashant. You know, Kunal, you don't know your father's name, no? I don't even think you don't even know where your father is. That's why I guess you come on here with different ID, right? And you think you can fool everyone around, and you think you can make a fool of me also. Go find your father's name first. Well, anyways, moving on, Prashant, yeah. At start, it kills. It does, I mean. Well, comrade, hold on. I also have to get into depth with my opinion on the book because you started a conversation. Hold on, okay? Yes, Yash, happy Independence Day. How are you doing? Make sure to like the live. You can join in with us. We're talking about books at the moment. How are you doing? And Prashant, okay, comrade, let me tell you about my opinion on the subtle art. That is, the main thing is, I like to mention the book. I loved it. I adored it mainly because I thought a lot of self-help books were very blogish, बहुत ही So it's like I adored it for its candid reading. You know, Prashant, it was very good, and I thought like it was like positive, but in like a broken sort of realistic way of positivity. In the beginning, yeah, thoda sa it feels odd, but when you get into it, you're like, oh, the dude is like this. And Yash, actually, buddy, friend, I'd like to say something. Could you do one favor for me, please? Please look at my channel page or you can look at my channel description. My second channel is also mentioned there. Please do subscribe there, okay? Because it's pretty new and I'm trying to grow that as well. So make sure to subscribe. Matthew, where are you from and what do you do for a living? First, introduce yourself. Well, comrade, and by the way, Prashant, if I Well, Prashant, if I like talk about my preferences mainly, I like to say that in books, it is mainly like anything that is fine, like anything that will keep me engaged, it will work. Main preferences is I like books that are somewhat informative or have references. Yeah, candid storytelling, best. Second is if it has data or has any sort of like proof from history or anything, maza aata hai. Anything that is statistical or database or has references of economics or anything. Ikigai. Oh, and many people have said Prashant, Ikigai is good. Have you read it? Please give me an in-depth review because you can let me know, you know. So like you can tell me in depth. I don't mind spoilers, honestly. You can mention the chapter name also. Because I believe everyone has read Ikigai except me. I feel like. It's very popular. It was a very popular pick in the library, but I never picked it up for some reason. Busy chasing encyclopedias. Other chart masters, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Chart masters, what is your name and where are you from? And could you specify a little bit about your work? It's pretty vague. And Prashant, I did buy my first ever book. I don't remember because as a child I would get so many books. My parents would constantly they would buy me books. And chart masters regarding specificity, I'm talking like you're saying you work in ships as what mainly? Do you work as a captain or do you work as maybe a deck cadet or are you working as someone else that is maybe managing something? I don't know exactly. Don't come on here and ask like a fool who are you and the host is asking you and you have to introduce yourself properly first. Prashant, that's good though, Space Encyclopedia. If I tell you about the first, like, sort of like, what do I say, novel in a sense I had bought was Journey was still on mainly. It was such a good book. Man, that series, no, it's like entire childhood of mine. Space Encyclopedia, those are so interesting, right? Space Encyclopedia, I was very much attached with like this one general encyclopedia I had. It was so big and I had gotten it like I had gotten it when I was in fourth grade, basically. I always wanted an encyclopedia. I had so many, that too. One was like, this one was general encyclopedia, one was about drones. I liked reading about it, though I didn't understand much of the drones. How good diagrams are, right, Prashant? I like looking at the presentation as well, the way it was presented. And I had an atlas as well. I had an atlas, basically. I remember encyclopedias used to have series and everything at the back. Oh my gosh, I remember those diagrams, and you would learn so much. I was very much into paleontology. I like to learn about like old Earth, how the Earth was, and civilizations that were there, and just cultures mainly. Space stuff, though, I was so confused about it, Prashant, before. But our school libraries also had so many, so many. But the encyclopedias I had, there were some parts like some space bits in it because the general ones, I bought like general ones. Diagrams, yeah. You get to basically, Prashant, like my knowledge mainly it's about like planets, little bit about planets, little bit about how they are. It's just that much. I don't consider myself a pro in that topic. It's so confusing. The diagrams were nice though. I liked reading about it because the thing was like in our school, like basically we would have like projects and stuff and my basically my parents would always encourage ki if you need any books as reference, we'll get you that. So basically, my shelf was full of encyclopedias at some point. Kitna maza aata tha because I would just open an encyclopedia, I would get the information, I would do my work from there. It would be so good, so much variety also. The thing I liked looking the diagrams of was like Prashant. If I say the rockets one, the rocket, we had a rocket section as well, of course. Space method, there is a little bit about rocketry as well. I like looking at like the specifications of everything. It was nice. I believe like if you're interested in space, there's like this simulator, this rocket simulator. It's so nice, so realistic. I don't think so. No, Prashant, I'm not familiar with that. It was like, I don't know exactly. Yeah, Prashant me confused हो रही है. I don't know. सुना सुना लग रहा है. I've heard about him. Rajendra, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Introduce yourself first. Oh my god, magazine ka, Prashant, I don't know about the magazine, but all I know is for us, like, it was not exactly a magazine, a smaller paper used to come. That would mainly for me, we would have like comics and stuff. My goodness, you would get like two comic strips, and it would either be of Spider Man or Flash, and it would be of Garfield. You would get crosswords and everything. I guess with Chote Wale small newspaper, you would get like Bollywood news and stuff. Magazine, though, I don't think. We used to get a few magazines, but not of like not of Chacha Chaudhary. We used to get of Supandi. Kabhi kabhi Supandis used to come. Supandi's comics. I know how to play Sudoku, yes. It's been a while, yeah. I'm so envious of people who have that pamphlet, like that book for Sudoku. I know how to play Sudoku. I did it like I just learned it this year only. I'm not that good with Sudoku though. I'm like okay, okay. I play medium level online sometimes, movie. I don't get the time much. Chris crossword, yeah. Crossword was low-key a little hard, I think, Prashant, because like the thing is the hints they would give, you would need insane level of vocabulary to be do that. To be able to do that. Nowadays, like if I try, I can manage somewhat. But crosswords are nice. Word Scrabble, you know about word Scrabble? It was not a newspaper, but it was not a newspaper or anything, but like I'm just saying generally, because it was a very known like board game. Hello, Ravi. Welcome to the live. Happy Independence Day. How are you doing? Be sure to like the live, okay? I think it's easy, Prashant. It's easy. Don't worry. The way I learned, in beginning, में also, like, I would see that small newspaper and I would say, like, yeah, Sudoku, how do people play it? How do people play it? I don't know how to play it. But there are some tips. Play easy level. थोड़ा बहुत you'll get a point. It's nothing much. थोड़ा सा दिमाग चलाना पड़ता है. Nothing much. Easy है. But I can't. I'll tell you. I can only play till medium. Nothing much. Ravi, I'm doing good. My day was excellent. Hi, Neeraj. Welcome. How are you doing? How was your Saturday today so far? It's Happy Independence Day to all. Happy Independence Day. It's okay, Prashant. Don't worry. Affils. I'm so sorry, I can't pronounce your name. But yeah, welcome. That is correct. Welcome to the live. Where are you from? What do you do for a living? And what is your name as well? Okay, Neeraj, that's good. That's excellent. I'm glad that I guess Sunday will be resty for you then. A day to unwind. That is great. That's very good. And my day was also excellent. It's very good. It was very good actually. As usual, my Saturday was just give me a moment, okay. Afsal, where are you from? By the way, where are you from? And what do you study at the moment? Neeraj, I mean, all 7 days a week, that would be just like a vacation in a sense, right, Neeraj? It would be just in a sense. But weekends are truly special, you know. It is pretty good. Because Saturdays is very today's Saturday it was excellent. Yeah, because as usual, I went to go feed the street dogs in the afternoon. Gave them a very very special sort of treat today. I gave them, I guess, like I gave them 1 kg mutton and 3 kg rice. They were so happy, and they were so happy. Spent some time with them, talked with them, played with them, and they're very good. And that made my day. And even in the evening, also, all of them were there. They were so happy. Very energetic today, actually. Hello, Naman, where are you from? And what do you do for a living? Just give me a moment, okay? That's good to know, Ravi. That's very nice. That's very interesting. Very good. And you know, actually, every day, yeah, you can come and you can say hi on here always. More than welcome to do so. अरे dogs का तो if I talk about my buddies, no, सच्ची में it's so let me I have like a very funny story for you to tell as well. I mean to tell you. Hey Jazz, where are you from and what do you do for a living? I'm using Gimbal at the moment. Gimbal Osmo 7P space tracking. Introduce yourself. Actually, Neeraj, you know, मैं एक funny story बोलती हूँ and like at the moment, it's like it's like making my hours so fun. Well, actually, Neeraj, I'll tell you the story. एक second के लिए because for this, it's like you need like an atmosphere, everything. And मेरे को इतना I have so many things to say about them. No, you will be starstruck by the end of it. Asia is well, you're an architect, so commercial. There are many types of architects. Alongside where are you from? With state and city. To introduce yourself properly, so I can go ahead and introduce myself as well. And thanks, I appreciate it. Oh, ha, Neeraj, you did tell me about Cookie. You did tell me about Cookie. She's very, very cute. I know. What breed is Cookie, by the way? I have a feeling maybe it could be golden retriever. I don't know, man. I'm bad with guessing. But you did tell me about her. She sounds very adorable. And I just love dogs. I love them so much. And like, I'm so sorry for like literally teasing the story over and over again. But I wanna mention it properly in a way. So basically, actually, okay, I won't keep you hanging for too long, you know, Neeraj. I want to be that annoying person. Let me tell you. So today, actually, is Independence Day. I'm being a nationalist. Woke up early to basically look at look at the telecast on TV, and it was really good, you know. I always love Independence Day mainly. Feels so much good. And I thought, like, see, Independence Day it is, and I thought that why don't I give my dearest, you know, my buddies a treat? So I went to go feed them in the afternoon. I went. I gave them, like I mentioned, 1 kg mutton and 3 kg rice. Mix it really well. I had a chat with them, talked with them, and the thing is, when I'm talking with them, they will listen. Like they will look at me, they will listen. Very, very adorable. And alongside, in the evening also, they had a very hearty meal. They were very, very happy, very energetic today, in fact. And that made my day as well because seeing them so happy, it makes me happy. Now, for the funny story, that is. So basically, the thing is, this is so funny. So I go for morning walks often. I guess I've mentioned it a few times. I go for morning walks often. And the thing is, like, mere papa to is busy throughout. He's very, very busy. The thing is, ki, I can only see my papa, like, I don't see him when I go to sleep because he's still at work. But subah subah, I would see him and I would just say bye, wave bye to him, and then he would be off for work. पहले क्या था कि जब मैंने recently when I started morning walks, मेरे पापा मेरे साथ आते थे because it was very early and you know like we would walk like at least I would do 10,000 steps. That's like my goal. 5,000 while going, 5,000 while returning. So it would be solid for me. And it's required for like freshness and my brain to work properly. Fresh breath of air. Plus the weather is very nice here. But recently, क्या है कि I mentioned that feeding like 13, 14 street dogs, them, my gang maybe, feeding them. The thing is nowadays, if I walk out, even if I go to a store to like go to the store to buy something, I will have at least minimum 10 bodyguards with me, like full on surrounding me, walking behind me, and they're always very alert. Okay, so funny part. Automatically, अगर दिन के कोई भी time में, they become my bodyguards, right? So I go in the morning for morning walks. Subah subah, the moment go out of my house and they see me, minimum 10 bodyguards are there. And they follow me throughout my walk. Actually, two dogs are they're like senior in my group, so they can't walk for way too long. But the young ones, the youngsters, 10 of them, who are very big and very muscular, they follow me along. तो क्या है कि मेरे को प्रोटेक्शन ऐसा मिलता है कि they are so alert. You like you know when dogs are very alert, they're very puffed up, you know, and एकदम like they have their posture and everything. They surround me and they walk. And the thing is that basically कोई मेरे को देखने की भी हिम्मत नहीं करता है. No, no, like any sort of people who stare at me weirdly. किसी को हिम्मत भी नहीं कि मेरे को कुछ टोके भी या कुछ बोले भी. तो अनसेफ का बात ही नहीं. फुल सेफ्टी दैट आई गेट बिकॉज अगर इंसान ने आदमी ने कुछ बोला, बंदा ने कुछ बोला, इफ ही सेज समथिंग, they will rip him apart. Basically, that's the way they're so attentive. So basically, मेरे पापा ने बोला था, it's been a while. So my papa said कि आप अकेले जाओ walk के लिए, go alone because I mean dogs हैं इतना हट्टे कट्टे एकदम, you know, and they are very very attentive and they always surround me, so I can go alone. So basically, I go alone nowadays. And the thing is कि मैं चल रही होती हूँ, so when I'm walking around, like if I tell you around like 2,000 kilometers, which I check often, just from few distance away from my house, there is like I have to cross the road somewhat because you know paths. I prefer to walk on smoother paths when I go. The thing is, कि there's like more group of dogs over there. Okay, like और एक group है. And नीरज आपको पता होगा, dogs are very. Sorry, I meant like 2,000 steps. 2 kilometers. About 2 kilometers के बाद I have to cross the road. So there are like at least five, like if I see 7, 8 dogs, 7, 8 dogs are there because there's a restaurant also nearby. And you know, Neeraj, dogs are very, very like territorial. They're very territorial and they have their own areas. Like they have their groups, packs in a sense. So beginning when I would go, you know, naturally they tense up a lot because they see like another territory. So they have a very fierce fight. Dogs have this a very territorial. The fierce fight, the chances are. So whenever I go for walks, I always take a stick. Area dominance, yeah, correct. I always take a stick with me, and I take a few biscuits as well. I take a few biscuits, like a packet of biscuit in my pocket. So whenever I'm crossing the road, I always make sure to toss a few biscuits to the other dogs from afar, of course. So when I toss them that, basically I try my best to also show basically to my gang that I'm familiar with them. It's all peace. Like according to dogs, like if they see that they're like Malik in the sense of owner, like I'm like their caretaker, right? So they would see me interacting well with the dogs, so they're gonna mingle as well. And they have almost become like buddies at this point. They don't interact like full on, but they're pretty chill around each other, like the groups. And one more thing is, I mentioned there's a restaurant there, and they have become more comfortable, both the groups, why? Because sometimes I go to the restaurant over there, and it's very good. One thing I don't have to worry about is that the dogs, there are 7, 8 dogs, they are well fed because the restaurants, like whatever bones, meat that they have remaining that day, they always, their leftovers are is they always give extras to the dogs, so they're well fed. They eat very well. And kabhi kabhi, I go and I ask the restaurant owners, "Ki, how are the dogs doing? Kaise? How are they doing?" So they like are still giving them food, and we say so, like of course, because I know most people in my locality, neighbors all around, and of course since I cross over that area, I do talk to them as well. So the thing is, if the dogs have also seen the dogs of that locality, 7, 8 of them, they have seen me like go by. So familiarity ho jati hai, right? So sometimes my gang interacts with them little bit, थोड़ा करके. So they have become like buddies in a sense, acquaintances. Like there's mutual understanding. तो अगर मैं वो area में जाऊँ for a while, if I roam over there, I have extra 7, 8 bodyguards then. Extra 7, 8. And they Twasa, they mingle around, they talk. And then basically the thing was funny incident that happened recently. I was I was walking. I was going on a walk, okay. So I guess I was nearing around like 4,000 steps. I was nearing around that because I could see the point where I have to take a turn. I was nearing my beginning goal, so I was taking a turn back. So most of like neighbors वगैरह होते हैं तो उन्हें hi hello, like I talk with them हल्का फुल्का, just hello auntie, hello uncle, I say that. So the main thing is that one time my neighbor was just walking by, so as usual they say that good morning, but हमारा क्या है कि हम Indians का क्या है, हम हाथ दूर से ऐसे दिखाते हैं, right? We just say good morning, बस सब ठीक है, and we just go that way. But the thing is that since these bodyguards are near me, they take their job very seriously. So they are nearby. एक बार one of my neighbors, they just did this, ऐसे hi बोलने के लिए, but he must have done it very quickly. The uncle इतना जोर से he raised his hand energetically. The dog started barking, like literally started barking, and you could see how like they puffed out. Like dogs, like the back of their neck, like it rises a little bit. The fur, you can see that they're tense. Started barking. I had to like, I literally had to calm them down, and I just said like I just responded back, and then we went. So after that, basically none of my neighbors, they don't raise their hand. They just very lightly, we just greet each other, and then they go. They just nod towards my direction. I was like, it made me laugh because they were like full on. Like some of them stood in front of me as well to shield me. The two big ones stood in front of me, and Uncle was so confused. And I was like, and I was just basically telling Uncle that no, actually, they get tense. They're very protective. They're very protective, towards me. So ऐसा होता है. They won't do anything. The moment they see me like laughing or relaxing, they are fine. But they're very, very protective. So they automatically assume that someone is gonna attack, or that uncle was gonna attack, or is gonna come. They don't even let someone come very near me. If someone raises their voice also at me, थोड़ा बहुत greet करते करते tense एकदम. Dogs are very good with sensing the energy also, like vibe and energy of people. So you should have seen my face, Neeraj. It was pretty early. And like, just seeing them bark, I also got startled at first. I was like, who are we barking at, man? So, but it's always nice because having this sort of protection, acha lagta hai. It's like, come on, we're going for like a small sort of trip. They're coming with me. I have company also. It's like a cool energy. Just give me a moment. I have to hydrate myself because I'm smiling too much. My cheeks are paining. And actually, Neeraj, sorry, I was just drinking some water, throat dried up. But Neeraj, and like one day when I'll go, I'll take my mummy with me on the morning walk, mummy dearest, and I'll take her with me and I'll record it. The way they follow, no, you guys like even the way the words are not enough for like seeing how protective they are. Like they will do anything. They'll do anything to keep me protected and basically keep any danger away, any signs. I'm thinking I'll record it and I'll put it on the internet. I'll put it so you guys can see. You will be amazed, Neeraj. Like, just they consider me as a caretaker, but they can give their life basically for me also. And it's like, what? Honestly, it warms my heart. And it's like, man, these beautiful souls, like, they're like basically mere dosti hain. They're like my buddies, my best friends. So it's like, it warms my heart. So many, like, today also in the evening, I was so warmed by how happy they were seeing me, though they can't understand. But they can understand our emotions, how we're talking to them. They can वो पहचान सकते हैं from our tone. So while I was sitting, मेरे भाई की, दीदी का birthday आ रहा है, like, me. My birthday is coming up soon, so I was saying them my plans for my birthday. I was like, you guys are gonna have a well treat. You guys are gonna have a good treat for my birthday because and Neeraj, actually, the thing is, I like to tell you, my father is he's working with the government, but other than that, I can't go much into detail because it's behind a protocol, so I can't say much. But he's very busy. Like honestly, if I tell you, I only see Papa when I like wake up. When he's leaving for work, I wake up and I just wave bye to him. I don't see him at all. Very, very busy man. And the thing is कि पापा भी लगभग like He barely rests also. He's so busy. Like mummy भी मुझे बोलते हैं, you know, Papa doesn't sleep. Papa doesn't sleep much. 2 3 hours only he gets to sleep. Fighter, where are you from and what do you do for a living? What is your name? Alongside Amandeep, where are you from? What do you do for a living as well? Oh no, actually, Neeraj, I'll gladly repeat. Don't worry. Don't worry about it, buddy. It's fine. I say that my father is working with the government, but besides that, I can't say much. It's fine, a protocol, but his schedule, honestly, so hectic. I only see him in the morning. That too, like I have to wake up to say bye to him very soon, but he's very busy. And I also feel very bad, to see, like naturally as being like an only child, seeing like your parents working really hard, it does feel bad. But like, it's like I'm also proud of my parents. Yes, yes, Neeraj. But usually, mommy is also there to keep me company. Mommy is like she's like my right hand, basically. She's like my best number one supporter. She's my number one supporter. She's like the cameraman. She's a Wonder Woman because she takes care of the recordings. She records it. She helps me a ton. So she's the best. Thanks, Neeraj. That's so sweet, though, buddy. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. All the mamas, yeah. All the mamas are like mummies are like the best. They are like an emotional pillar for us, everyone, mainly. That is true, though. Hello, Divyam. Welcome. How are you doing? Yes, Neeraj, that is true, and I'm trying my best. I am very like understanding. I'm very, very considerate, and alongside, I'm very, very grateful to have such supporting parents, such concerned parents. You know, it's honestly a blessing. Everything that I have, my gangs, my cute doggish gangs love you guys and my parents. I'm very, very grateful for that, honestly. Couldn't ask for more. Oh, wait, Neeraj, how is Auntie doing as well? How's Auntie, since you mentioned? But Auntie must have a very busy, she must have a busy schedule though. Government employees have a very, very hectic, they have to like constantly run after schedules and everything. Yes. Yes, Neeraj, I also will say that whatever I am today, it's all due to my papa for his guidance, for his wisdom, and alongside my mama for being there with me always. Oh yeah, I know. Actually, oh, you live over here, right? I know, Neeraj. Honestly, I get that. Sure, you should. I mean, most time you do contact her often. You do call her often. Make sure to visit her, soon as well. And I hope that Auntie is doing great. I hope she's doing well, and I hopefully this month will be excellent for her, alongside you as well, Neeraj. All best wishes and regards from me to you guys. Hello, Ranjit. Where are you from, and what do you do for a living? You video call often. That is good, Neeraj. Indeed, that is great. She's doing fabulous. That's nice. Okay, that's very good to know. Auntie is doing fabulous. We're doing fine. My mom's also, both Mama and Papa both are doing very great. So that's good to know. We have gotten the updates here. We're fine. We're doing good. I'm so sorry. I was having a coughing fit. Don't worry, Neeraj. You're very hardworking dude. You're gonna get through it. Don't worry. I know. But don't worry, Auntie is also very blessed to have a son like you, and you're very, very hardworking dude. Don't worry, buddy, you'll get through it. And even that's nice. Ice cream's good. Actually, Neeraj, you know, I want to ask you also, like, on a lighter note as well. I'm glad that we had our updates. We had a small talk. It had been a very long time. You know, so as समय, if I say honestly, like I read something about 6G today, 6G and a lot of things. So ऐसे AI पे चर्चा हो जाए because आज ना like I try to talk about 6G with people on the chat in the afternoon. I'm not getting the satisfaction because अगर जब तक मैं डिटेल में एआई के बारे में बात नहीं करूँ मुझे अपना दिन हजम नहीं होता है दिन एकदम अधूरा अधूरा लगता है so please fulfill my quota of AI talk for today. Neeraj, can you do that? I'll also be adding input though. I will also. Yes, Vivian, happy Independence Day. I did wish you though. Let's start then. 6G, what is your opinion on it? 6G maybe. And I feel like funding has already started for research, I guess, in India for 6G mainly. I'm slightly confused if adaptation of 6G would it be good with would it be good with AI implementations? I'm not sure. I'm thinking. Or I could be wrong with that. I don't know exactly, but I've heard about it. We can talk about anything. 6G would be insane. It would be right. It would be insane. I basically just read about it a little bit, like the pros and cons. It comes in like, I guess I read about it according to ECE. ECE's field. It would hamper. Yeah, it would. Actually, the main thing, Neeraj, could it be like the costs, the maintenance costs and everything? It could skyrocket, I feel like, and that wouldn't be good. So sorry. It would be as usual like it is for 5G. But I thought like is it wrong to be sorry there was like an insect in my hand. I was saying like basically regarding like 6G, some are basically saying that it could be solely only satellite, unlike 5G, which is somewhat dependent on towers. What do you think? But I feel like if it is completely implemented with satellite and all, I feel like that would not be good because it would lead to very poor indoor coverage. Don't you think? I'm going in a very general sense, actually. Very sorry. Let's talk about 6G and AI together in a field, I think. As going in a general sense, I'm very apologetic about that. That would be, in a sense. Could you elaborate perhaps how it would be? I mean, I do agree with your point, but I'd like to see like how you would sort of like bring up the point. I don't know why I enjoy the way you present your points pretty well. You present it pretty well, whereas my presentation's pretty messy. I don't know. Could be disastrous though. Because AI is considered to be like the core of 6G in a sense. Agentic AI, so we're taking care of our usage. Yeah, okay, yes, Neeraj, I do agree with that, mainly. Hello, upper team, welcome. How are you doing? Be sure to like the live. And upper team, just a small favor. I want to ask from you, just a small one. Uh, if you have a look at my channel page, I have a second account, second channel that is linked to my profile. Buddy, could you please follow that and could you please subscribe to that channel? I would really appreciate it because I'm trying to grow that as well. It's mentioned in the description as well of the main channel page. Oh, yes. They'll be monitoring, like, yeah, they'll be monitoring all the traffic. You're correct, Neeraj. And Apratim, you're also correct about that. Yeah, the YT Shorts one. Don't mind me. I'm like trying to process like points in the back of my head while listening to you as well. Oh yes. Yeah, yeah, Neeraj, if an outsider comes, I mean there are a lot of disadvantages considering with the advancement of technology. In a sense, we'll be at the hostile end, and being at the hostile end, I don't think it's gonna result well for us. That would be disastrous. I feel like not to be very pessimistic, but I feel like the way advancements are heading towards, if we are not careful with our regulation and everything, it's still going to be disastrous regardless. God. I mean, there are a lot of risks depending on how systems are going to be managed and accessed. If it's good, then we'll be fine. If there are slight mistakes with edge intelligence and networking, is networking included? It's not going to be good. Computation, I don't know exactly how well that's going to go. Can't go into depth about it because I'm clueless on these things. Hello, Dilip. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. There should be management because if any AI driven networks are unmanaged, I feel like that's going to lead to data breaches. Safeguards need to be properly implemented and aggressively. I feel like we can have like strategic and policy implications. Sorry, because we don't want invasive networks. We want secure, inclusive, and sustainable networks, right, Neeraj and Apratim? Yes, Apratim is correct about that as well. Correct. But honestly, I feel like if we talk about it, yeah, hold on. Actually, I want to read Neeraj's point. Hold on. Hmm. Indeed, that is true. Penalties, I've penalties are like some sort of, see, mainly aggressive implementation is very much necessary, Neeraj. It is very much so. Wasn't a telecommunications act like introduced in 2023? I guess. I mean, India has actually modernized its regulatory framework pretty well because there are a few outdated laws. They have regulated that pretty well, and I guess we're covering a bigger spectrum of cyber protection, network security, and allocation, spectrum allocation. Anhad, what do you do for a living, by the way? Our team has dropped out of the conversation. We can ask us questions in the meantime. But I guess, Neeraj, you could be referring to consumer data protection as well. Could be referring to that. Well, yeah. I mean, breaches are a very big concern because I guess the main thing is transparency and trust needs to be maintained, and penalties are very much necessary in protecting like the customer data, and like basically it is to preserve consumer confidence as well. If that drops low, sound good. That's good to know, Angad. If I introduce myself, basically, I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year is going to begin in October itself. After the 4 year course, I'll be joining as a news anchor and debater with Times Now. Nice to meet you, though. Make sure to like the live and subscribe to the channel as well. I'd appreciate it. Well, Apradeep, you can explain to us as well why you think 5G is fast enough. And Neeraj, are you still here? Just give me a heads up, I guess, before I dive deep into the point. I feel like, see, with like AI seeping into like telecom operations, I feel like fraud detection and fraud detect on the scale of fraud detection to personalized services, principle based AI regulation is mostly it is required at the moment. It is. See, now if, yeah, actually, I want to mention about this as well. Accessibility, like social and economic stuff, is going to be pretty challenging in a sense if we want this to be more inclusive. Not only like 5G, in some cases, I don't know, I could be referring to Rukmani S's book, like Whole Numbers and Half Truths. It was published in 2021. I don't know if the data is slightly outdated or not, or if it's slightly incorrect, but even the usage of any network, internet, or like phones, it is somewhat uncommon, somewhat. Airtel has implemented, yeah, it has. Now, it is good in a sense, but I don't know about the disasters or anything. 5G is still pretty rare. Most areas only run on 4G at the moment. Not most, but like some areas. And many areas, that I mentioned. The main thing is like, see, if I give you my take on it, Neeraj, I feel like India has achieved near universal district level 5G coverage. I mean, several areas are is like rural and semi-urban. I guess semi-urban and rural is mainly like some areas where they still experience like limited 5G services. Slow adoption is there. I mean, there are some infrastructure gaps as well, and device availability alongside. Oh yes, yes. The introduction of the new bill also. Yeah, I remember. I know about it. And I have like so many points to add. I'm like, you guys are going way too fast. I was about to like dive deep into the monopoly part of it mainly. I guess they updated, Neeraj, if I'm not wrong, they updated the 2026 telecom rules, right? Because I guess they're trying to enhance regulatory oversight more of providers. They want to like customer data safeguards are also included alongside data localization. And only I know about is Telecommunications Act 2023 that basically renewed the outdated framework. Maybe I might be slightly unaware of the new bill now that I think about it. And give me a moment, up with you. Yes, it depends on with him. I mean, I can't exactly talk about speed wise. I can talk more on the general sense. Yeah, servers should be in India. I guess main challenge regarding monopoly that you're saying in 5G deployment, it's like limited competition. I feel like because Jio and Airtel are like they're holding like the majority of the spectrum. I feel like and infrastructure. So I mean, and they have competition as well. So the thing is that their competition to extend services to low density rural areas is slightly weak. So it's slower like rollout in economically marginal regions. That's what I read mainly in the book. Rukmani S's whole numbers and half truths. Capital allocation bias. It might also be a part of that. You are correct. Yes. Astral, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Apratim, I don't think that's going to be the case. I mean, 6G is pretty complex. I don't know. I mean, the price might rise. I think so. And yes, Neeraj, they are manipulating it pretty badly. I feel like they should encourage. I feel like potential policy and market solutions. I'm no expert. Okay, so take this with a grain of salt. I feel like they can introduce like a lower cost spectrum packages or rural focused licenses that are like targeted towards regional telecom operators. That might help in the monopoly sort of make it better. I don't know though. I don't know much. I can't say much about this point. I can't say about this point much, Neeraj, but all I know is the cost. The cost of 6G ain't gonna be good. I feel like. I mean, if it's satellite focused, then it's gonna be expensive. The only thing is, hybrid would be the best. Hybrid is the best. Not fully dependent on anything. Starlink. Hold on. I do believe, in a sense, Starlink is pretty similar, I guess, in a sense, to 6G. Airtel did partner with them. Good point. But like only, I feel like see, Starlink is doing pretty good, Apratim and Neeraj. But I guess like at the moment, their V1 satellites, I don't think they're exactly, they do not meet 6G thresholds. But V2 ones, if we talk about mid 2027 forward, I guess they can bring more substantial improvements in coverage, link performance, and things. Internet. I do know it's gonna be huge, and we're gonna see certain surge in some fields alongside semiconductor industries as well. Semiconductor industries, satellite internet will be. There are gonna be more advancements, so I have like how can we compare CG and Starlink? I mean both are pretty good, but I don't think it's gonna meet even V2 is mid 2027 forward. I don't think it's gonna even make sense. I apologize for that. People I don't know why, here, if you stay on here, people with the most strangest IDs come on here. This is nothing new. And actually, Neeraj, you might be curious why I blocked this dude that is mentioned. You know, basically, this guy joined my chat before, way before, and I mentioned about the donation and the contribution. Completely twisted the point, like a straight U-turn from the topic. Completely twisted the point. Was avoiding the topic like anything, dodging it like dodgeball, basically. Rinchen, because you might be wondering, the one you agreed with completely twisted the point when I had mentioned about the donation this time. And I don't know how people join the live. I don't know how they come on here and they don't feel weird or ashamed when they join. I don't know. I guess they take me as an entertainment channel or anything, but I'm very less tolerant towards people who just come on here and are not direct and like to fool around. So, but I would just clear it up, Neeraj. Chat GPT. Chat GPT, the Chat GPT shade is insane. The Earth is insane. I could like the way I could talk about Chat GPT would like it could stretch on, and it's just like complaints that I have regarding that damn app. I don't know. How about we talk about advancements of Chat GPT? What do you think? Or do you want to go down? Do you want to talk about satellite internet only, and go ahead with Starlink? What would you prefer? Any topics will do for me. It's very interesting either way. Gotten some of my quota filled talking about 6G. It was pretty fulfilling. I was searching for good points, like trying to talk about it. I was insane. Okay with anything. Oh well, we both of us are okay with anything in a sense. So I don't know how we're gonna be continuing with the topic. Well, let's talk about OpenAI. Let's talk about OpenAI. Okay, let's talk about it in a general sense. How do you think, with the way that AI is heading, like mainly Gen AI, you see there are some very big competitors that are holding the market at the moment. Some people are saying that they might merge into one body. They might merge into one body in the sense that there might be two big dogs by the end of this thing. What do you think exactly? How do you think OpenAI will be heading towards their advancements and stuff? Because a lot of their user base has been complaining about how ChatGPT's free model is completely downgrading. So, what do you think? Because I feel like we had seen so many chatbots, everything erupt, and now I feel like they're slowly vanishing in a sense. I've not heard anyone talk about perplexity. That could be a me issue, but no one's exactly using it. So actually, I don't know why I laughed at that, Neeraj. I'm so sorry. The way I feel like the way it's programmed to oil so much, butter up so much, it's insane. You will ask it to give it physically. How will you manage with that? How are you gonna what response are you figuring out? Are you tricking ChatGPT once again? ChatGPT is like a puppet, like a lab rat. I feel like that we're just experimenting a lot on. I don't know much about like the phone service, unfortunately, like not really aware about it. No satellite. Actually, Neeraj, I've seen this one thing also, like, yeah, oh my gosh. Oh yes, yes, yeah, thank God. I got the point. So basically, like, yeah. It sort of goes into like existential crisis. I suggest you go with the conversation continue. Because I feel like Neeraj at some point I'm gonna see it like have like a breakdown. It's so weird. It's so strange. Like basically, at some point it becomes sentient, but at some point it becomes very, very robotic-like. It's giving a smiling emoji. Neeraj, you gotta run. When Ultron is gonna happen, you will be targeted. It's trolling you. No one, no one can outwit Neeraj. You should definitely troll it back. You got the wit, man. You gotta go ahead. Man, ChatGPT is just being polite in a sense. I've seen like basically some people confuse ChatGPT completely with like made up scenarios. They have like done it basically to like see the dilemma that it would have. It's insane. It was switching teams like anything. Go to sleep. Neeraj, you're gonna single-handedly, you're gonna destroy someone's homework, someone's assignment because if ChatGPT goes off, oh no, students are gonna not have a good day. But it's insane how like so many people are dependent on Gen AI as well for their usage. On a lighter note, nah, it's okay. Don't worry. It's okay. Don't worry. Typos are normal. I got like an autocorrect inbuilt in my head, so I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out. So it's in there. That's fine. What do you gotta see about it's saying it can't. Oh no. Gaslighted. Actually, Neeraj, you have a very good opportunity. Gaslighted. Gaslighted into thinking that it can actually sleep. Oh. Basically, ChatGPT is a ghoster. Oh no. See, ChatGPT is like insane. It's being very it's that's actually, yeah, you're correct. It's very rude. Gaslighted, manipulated completely. Do like the Uno reverse. You be mean to it. Against I guess ChatGPT is having like mood swings. That's so funny and trolling. At this point, sometimes I think like AI is like sentient just because it's doing such foolish things, right? What is it saying actually? I'm curious about the trolls. What's it saying? Is it like straight up roasting you, or is it just it's fine? ChatGPT is making it fine. Oh no, Neeraj, getting into the trap. Oh, thanks. See, AI can't replace humans after all. ChatGPT does not know we're shit talking about it in like a different platform. Aditya, we just have a talk on the live. Nothing much. We have any discussions on knowledgeable topics. Nothing much at all. You didn't tell me what year you were doing your bachelor's in, by the way. Actually, Neeraj, the thing is like ChatGPT is very optimistic, just a little confused. How do you think? Like, have you had any weird experiences with Gemini? Gemini is not that bad. I got like a serious issue with like ChatGPT. Gemini is still tolerant, but Gemini is more like a robot, sort of. Like it gives me serious robot vibes. Right? ChatGPT is like just an annoying pest. You use very less. Yeah, I use Gemini. I used to use it for citations before. But it's been a very long time since I used Gemini. I use Google AI Studio sometimes, but because it has a temperature thingy, you can adjust it. And basically, it's for specifications like how specific you want your responses. I don't think I use any AI much. ChatGPT, I used it when it first came. And the recent one is Claude, but Claude I don't use at all. Shit suggestions. It does. Actually, it suggestions are like what do I say? Not as outrageous as ChatGPT. ChatGPT is my arch nemesis. Not as bad as that, but in a sense, like it doesn't make sense. It like what are you saying? Like it feels like that, right, Neeraj? Even no amount of prompt engineering can save it. I think. You have a Google workspace. I mean, the workspace you guys must have is like pretty well constructed, pretty well like set with instructions and everything. Am I right? I tried to have like I tried to set up my Google AI Studio once, tried to make it good, but it's not. It was not good. It was in shambles. Basically, like I don't even know. It was like my AI went haywire at some point with the responses. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of the movie Smile. I don't know why. Neeraj, isn't it dystopian that a chatbot is smiling a little too much? It must be plotting something, something evil. What if it's listening to our conversation in the background? Your request is playful. The way I would like to read the exact conversation, that would be fun. I would have a field day. Actually, Neeraj, what if you start insulting ChatGPT now? What if not insulting, you just start like burdening it a little bit by saying that you don't smile well or you're not smiling properly. What if you can do that and then it gets upset? I want to see AI upset at some point. I don't know why. The only experiment I've done is I tried to ask ChatGPT like to tell about itself and then just constantly say that it's doing wrong. At some point it gave up on me. Hello Abhijit, where are you from and what do you do for a living? ChatGPT is like ChatGPT is like me at this point, not knowing when to laugh, when to not laugh. It's trying to comfort you. Shouldn't it be the other way around here? It's like you trying to comfort ChatGPT because the poor what should I say, robot algorithm system is confused. ChatGPT is a people pleaser, I guess. But seriously though, it's so weird. I feel like the way it's been programmed, the more it's advancing with the backend updates, it's becoming more, what can I say? It's becoming more like in a way that it's just agreeing with everything you say. If you say that, like if you tell ChatGPT that it's a hallucination, it's gonna agree with that, and that's spooky. Chill, bro. Neeraj gotta bring out the bro energy when you're struggling to tackle a point. I would say, bro, chillax would be funny. Gonna say that. Oh, actually, I don't know about your ChatGPT. Everyone's ChatGPT is insanely different. Mine is more of like a. It's more of like it's just something. It's something. It deserves to be in a museum, but I've not used it in a while. It could be worse or it could get better. Depends on the memory. I don't like how artificial intelligence takes to take memories from other chats and applies it to other like chats. Like, let me tell you, Gemini. Oh dear Gemini, I'm mourning over it. I'm mourning over the loss of my Gemini because it took opinions from my other chats and it meshed it into one. Fair point. Wait, did you actually say, actually like tell ChatGPT that? Fair point in a factual sense. ChatGPT is pretty conflicted. ChatGPT is gonna have a burnout. Bold text are, oh my gosh. Whenever someone types in bold text, especially like Gen AI, I just imagine it like switching to a very demonic voice. Neeraj, you're single-handedly draining out all the power. OpenAI is losing a lot of money to you, man. But it's fun. It's fun though, okay? First time I'm seeing like an experimentation. Interesting. Tell ChatGPT that tell ChatGPT like in a very serious way that assumptions are not good. And I want to see how quickly it will turn the topic around. I mean, it most likely will. It's something new. I'm trying to find like a point where we can have like a whole different look of how ChatGPT will like talk. I want to see something that's like spooky or just like stupid that I can like actually that can actually prove something and we can again go into like the tech talk in a sense. Enough basis. What could that refer to? Hello, yes, or are you from and what do you do for a living? What is your name as well? Assumptions are not good. Okay, you prompted that. We're gonna wait for the grand reveal. Most likely, it's either gonna go in like an existential crisis that is it over explains the living hell out of itself, and I don't know why, or it's straight up gonna go into like something a dilemma. I feel like the new accounts scare me. Well, what do you think? Actually, Neeraj, I would like to ask you from a technical point of view as well. I'm so sorry, man, but like, it's the itch, okay, that I want to ask. Why do you think ChatGPT switches sides so much? Why do you think so? Is it a programming thing, or is it solely that it is adapting with the prompts of the people? Oh, you can see my hand in the cupboard. You can see the way my gestures are so aggressive, like literally over here. Oh, so yeah, I did agree. As expected. Let me read through it actually. I'm not gonna assume. Oh wait, no wait. It's like it's somewhat blaming you as well for not giving like the context. Who's getting angry, Sheen? Oh no, run. Neeraj, run. You gotta run. Whenever someone mentions angry robots, do you know about that clip of like that one robot that is like that kicks and like it staggers back and it falls? Oh, I guess we took ChatGPT too lightly. Well, Neeraj, now you know if robots are gonna take over the world, we are gonna be on the hit list. I feel like we're definitely gonna be there. It's strange. It's very Weird phenomenon. I guess there might be a phenomenon for this. I guess. I guess ChatGPT is taking ambiguous response as like lower likability and saying you're socially disinterested in what it's saying. Sure about that, Neeraj. I mean, you might be behind the robots running them. I feel like I'll be running from them. I feel like that. It depends, actually. But like, someone has to be the catalyst, right? Catalyst, or someone has to be the bait. And I think it's going to be us, but hopefully not. Hopefully not anytime soon. Is blaming you. Oh, wait, that tells me of something. Neeraj, when I mentioned that ChatGPT and basically Gen AI, it takes reference from the internet, and there it usually refers to such websites where it is socially biased or it is culturally biased. You can see that in terms of the way it racially stereotypes sometimes, or socially stereotypes. And I feel like many. Oh, I'm so sorry. Actually, the thing is like my it was reconnecting. Let me repeat. Basically, the data is socially biased and culturally biased, racially biased on the internet mainly, where it takes references from. And I've seen so many times that ambiguity is very closely linked to lower likability. Hence, it is taking it in that sense, so it's getting angry. Yeah, it is. And you're not showing any interest in what it's saying, so it's thinking you're socially disinterested. And it's getting angry at you. Oops, oh no, hold on. Please. Bro, wait, what the hell happened? Hold on. Wait, Neeraj, I'm so sorry. Accidentally, my finger slipped. I'm so sorry about that, Neeraj. My finger slipped literally. I didn't mean to do that. Let's try and look at the time. How does Steve where are you from and what do you do for a living? It's a disaster. That was a disaster. By the Neeraj, let me tell you, I'll be here till 11:30. By the way, because it's pretty interesting. So I'm glad that we could catch up on this topic. It's interesting. Do you think that asking for favors, in a sense, it is asking for favors in a sense and showing disinterest later on, does it affect the conversation? I don't know. Because I don't think like Gen AI mainly, I think Gen AI in a sense can look at the past conversations. Let more people come in. Yeah, I am. I mean, actually, the thing is, new people are coming in here, and I am introducing myself and trying to talk to them, but everyone's just disappearing one by one. I don't know why. Saturdays are quite busy, I believe. We're usually like, I guess we can be considered the tech pros. I don't know. We start talking about tech at the moment. Many people are usually, I guess, out or something. So we're taking all the aura. Now you do have aura. I mean, dude, you have the aura. Your aura is mainly all the knowledge and like that you have accumulated in a sense, and it's radiating. You don't gotta like you don't gotta say sorry. All jokes are welcome here. Ibrahim, yeah, Ibrahim has not joined in a while. Must be pretty busy, I guess, preparing for the meetings. That is, if he was here, we would have talked about. We would have full on jumped in to chat about like ChatGPT to roast it in a sense. Looks very incomplete, but we're doing good as a duo as well at the moment. Ouch! My hair is fading. I'm so sorry. Any update? I don't know exactly. On my birthday, I don't really on my I have no updates about it at the moment. Still trying to figure out like StreamYard, but most likely everyone's busy on Mondays. So I don't know. What do you think, Neeraj? What should be special on Monday? What should I do for 17th? I'm exactly like on the live, or maybe I can just come on here and have a topic or something. I don't know. Actually, yeah, I want to talk here as well. Abhijit, chats are not showing. Welcome, Abhijit. Welcome to the live. I joined earlier, right? I believe. I'm not sure actually. The thing is, there are some words are hidden in the moderation system. So if you're using anything political or you're saying anything that is controversial, it's gonna get hidden. Besides that, I don't know exactly. But Abhijit, you can introduce yourself. Where are you from and what do you do for a living? Actually, Neeraj, and one thing is, just give me a moment, Abhijit, and if you want to know what the channel is about, just have a look at the channel description. You can read through it, and then you can come back. And Neeraj, basically, if I open up the chat completely and I don't do the moderation at all, a bunch of people was watching. They're mainly just perverted people or fools. Now, if they come, everyone's gonna join in, and despite the volume, the content in the chat is not gonna be good, Neeraj. And I like to maintain a very good like atmosphere. So the thing is, if all the perverts come in the chat, it's gonna become like every other channel here of other people. Well, that's good to know, Abhijit. That's nice. Actually, where are you from in Kerala as well? And it's okay, Neeraj, no problem, buddy. It's okay. We can continue with our conversation also alongside. Neeraj, are you still here in the chat? And Abhijit, if I introduce myself, I am from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I am a student of mass communication. My first year begins in October itself. After the 4-year course, I'll be joining as a news anchor and debater with Times Now. Abhijit, if you want to know what the channel is about, like you asked, I suggest you have a look at the channel description. You'll get to know what we talk about on here, what the lives are about, and what the aim of the channel is, and then you can come back and we can continue. Oh well, Neeraj, I thought you went away. Well, so Neeraj, it's very nice. So going on a tangent about AI, it was nice. What else can we talk about? Since Sunday is like the day you'll be relaxing tomorrow. So what are your plans for tomorrow? Any like series or movie you're gonna keep up with, or you'll try to read? Oh, of course, your friends can join. Of course, more than welcome to do so, Neeraj. If they want to join in, you know, If they want to join into the chat and they want to talk, more than welcome. You can chat along and you can talk. Hello, Flo, where are you from and what do you do for a living? What is your name as well? And here, do let me know when your friends will be joining. To introduce me, so I'll be exact. And then imagine if everyone's just here and we're just chatting about tech. That's the best thing, honestly. Looking forward to it. Just give me a moment, Neeraj. Just give me a moment, okay? Actually, Abhishek, let me tell you, this channel is not for you then. It's not meant for you because on here I don't talk about series, movies, and stuff. It's not the place we usually talk about knowledgeable topics on here, and I'm not here to be an entertainment channel. Let me get that clear. And Flo, what is your second account? Can you tell? I mean, what is your main account, first account? Okay. And Neeraj, yes, let me, about myself and what I do. Okay. Should I introduce myself from square one? I should maybe. So basically, I'm from Darjeeling, West Bengal, and I'm a student of mass communication. My first year is going to begin in October itself. After the 4 year course, we'll join as a news anchor and debater with Times Now. Basic introduction, that is. And secondly, as Neeraj requested, the good things I do for my community, for that is, the good things I do is my channel is entirely focused on street dogs, entirely focused on them, and that is the main aim. I take care of them on my own, being a student, and I somehow manage all their expenses single handedly, being a student myself. So, my main aim is I want to grow the channel so that I can earn whatever earnings I get. All of it will go for their meals, and I'm aiming to provide them meals of three times meal, but at the moment channel has not been monetized. So thing is, watch time criteria is not complete, so I come on live, and this also lives also serve as a purpose for me to have healthy discussions, talk about variety of things on here. They talk about knowledgeable topics. Alongside, I like to talk about my dearest doggish buddies, doggish gang, that are the street dogs I take care of, and also to seek for donations and contributions for them because everything goes for their afternoon meal. And at the moment, I can manage their nighttime meal on my own. Somehow I'm managing, but I'm looking forward to building my platform more for a good cause, and actually, I'm enjoying it. I hope that's good enough, right, Neeraj? I hope the introduction is good. I'm so sorry, though. Earlier you said a small shout out, so I was wondering, like, as I couldn't get it at first, so thanks for clarifying, buddy. Well, Flo, if I tell you, since you joined, actually, Flo, if I tell you, the thing is that you have join the live, and it's basic ethics to just introduce yourself first. So first you tell me where you from, what do you do for a living, and what is your name. It's basic ethics. So first you tell me that. Otherwise, if you want to remain anonymous, this is not the place for you. Thanks, Abhijit. Yes, Neeraj, I will get viral. Thanks. Thanks, Neeraj. You're very supportive, dude. Oh, that is mean. Session, my session. I don't use the word course much, but you missed like the main punchline also, Meyer. But it's okay. How was your day? Oh, okay, that's good to know, Clue. I mean, Saksham, that is. Saksham, what year are you in? I actually like. Why did I actually think, Mayur, that someone had joined and they were introducing? I'm like, that's actually very similar to my introduction. My brain's dead. Thank you so much, Neeraj. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you so much to you as well. And actually, thanks so much for giving me my quota of AI talk today or tech talk. Am I? Are you asking me, Mayur? I don't know exactly if you're asking me because I don't know if whose brother. I can't differentiate it. You gotta tell us first. My Invisalign are like it's so painful again. I don't know why. Painful as I feel so dry. I don't know. Actually like the main thing is like let me tell you about my day. I was going on a very long tangent earlier, my but like my day was excellent. बहुत ही अच्छा था. It was good. And Neeraj, I appreciate it a lot, though, buddy. I appreciate it a lot. So wait, actually, did you guys have your dinner? Do you guys have your dinner so far? I haven't had mine yet. No, I was not. Mario, your live was delayed because literally when you had joined, I replied. Maybe your live was on delay or something. Sometimes it happens. It's a glitch. A lot of glitching is going on at the moment. Nope, I replied pretty early from what I know because I got timestamps directly on the desktop. But there is always a delay because when I was talking with everyone else, I always get it. The preview is pretty low, and sometimes it lags also. So, and Neeraj, actually, what did you have for dinner? If you have had your dinner so far, I don't know. Because I forgot to ask. Once again, I forgot to go on a tangent about the day and like ask basic things. Messy internet, please. Yeah, I mean, it could be maybe, perhaps. Sometimes it gets delayed due to the internet speed buyer, so it's normal. But it's not exactly your fault either. From viewers' perspective, sometimes my from viewers' perspective, as I was saying, basically Could be, you're right though. It could be the messy internet landscape in a sense because my like when you joined the last sentence was like just hello of yours. And I waited like 15 minutes, I guess. I kept calling out to you. I called you even like Godfather Hubert. I thought maybe you'll pick up the cue, but then I thought you were joking around. I kept calling, but after 15 minutes, I had to leave pretty early today, like in the evening, because I had to go feed my doggish gang, doggish buddies. So I went to go feed them shortly after. Uday, where are you from and what do you do for a living? Neeraj, just give me a moment. Like collaborate. Oh, like collaborations in a sense. Yeah, it is available. The feature is there for me. Collaborations alongside remixes also. Actually, Neeraj, regarding like what collaboration is there, I mean, it is like a feature possible. But the thing is that, Neeraj, main thing is for collaborations also, I'm very, very, what do I say, very tense in a way regarding how I should collaborate because anyhow, my channel is mainly for it is only for doggish gang, like doggish gang, doggish buddies. It's only for them. And before collaborating, it depends also on what content the person, the YouTuber is putting out, entire channel thing alongside, because I don't want my channel to be diverted from the actual topic, actual thing. Plus, other thing is that I don't want any strike or any possible strike or like any possible strike or any possible copyright issue because if it comes, if one strike is there, somehow if I get more, my channel is gonna be into risk. It's gonna get deleted, and all my effort is gonna go into vain. So at the moment, I'm not really into like collaborations or anything. I believe there's a feature on live though where you can join in alongside with like people, but that would only be in the beginning. I guess you have to invite the person through a link, then only you can do that. I think like the collaboration is mainly channel collaboration though. Kheer, oh, I love kheer. I love kheer actually. I've been craving kheer a lot. Butter paneer is excellent. Honestly, that's a pretty solid dinner. That is. I know exactly what I'll be having because I didn't ask mommy. Completely forgot about it because I sat directly in the live to talk. No Saksham, I'm non-veg. And hello, Divyam. I'm not gonna go sleep actually. Monetization kicking on pretty soon though, I believe. I'm hoping so. And actually, it's gonna be pretty soon. Gonna kick in very quickly. And actually, um, I have to let's talk about AI a little bit more, please. I'm so sorry, but I want to talk about it a little bit because I have to go my dinner. I have to have my dinner soon, and I can't digest food without without AI talk before it. It's like stomach prep. And you can see I'm like a AI fiend, or in a sense, the AI girl. AI girl sounds weird, but like seriously, it's one of my most favorite topics to talk about. Without AI, मैं तो like खा नहीं सकती. I can't have my food without AI. Not talking about AI. Nah, nah, Divyam. I've not had my dinner yet. I mean, that's why, because pura din I didn't get to talk about AI properly, and यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा we talked about Sichi, but we'll talk about AI a little bit more. This will be like an AI session. After that, I'll be fine. Thank you so much, Neeraj, for being understanding. No, actually, Divyam, I don't know. It's a little bit change in the routine. So, what should we talk about, Neeraj, and AI? And actually, someone's been oddly silent in the background. Actually, Mayur is I don't know exactly reaching you from another dimension of the internet. You doing good? Are you here with us? Please let us know. Give us a sign. What AI topics can we talk about? We can choose something slightly lighthearted that we can cover up, that we can wrap up pretty quickly. Talking about maintenance is very vague, I think, in terms of AI. Because it's just like more outputs, more inputs, more outputs, maintenance is gonna be high. I don't know. We can't talk about that. As soon as Neeraj, you can bring up a topic. I think we can talk in a very general sense, scheme floating over the general field, and we'll be fine. Pending gifts to send. I guess we can. That is wait. Actually, I thought of a joke in the meantime, but literally escaped, went out of my head. You could see that moment a joke was in my head, and it just went out. But actually, gifts. I would love gifts, honestly, because all the gifts that I'm gonna be getting, all of it is gonna go for my dearest doggish gang, my dearest bodyguards. According to my calculations, नीरज आज तो नहीं होगा. आज नहीं होगा monetization. It will be next week. Next week हो जाएगा पक्का. I'm confident. Next week it will be. You love bodyguards too much, and the bodyguards also love you. They are like here to. They're here to welcome you anytime, and they'll become your bodyguards also. Yes, that is fixed. Oh my god, my thumb is so crooked. Anyways, actually, wait. Actually, no, Neeraj, it's not gonna be by next week. Let me check it quickly. It will be by the end of this month. It will be by the end of this month, dude. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be next week. Not at all. Hello, Ira. Welcome. How are you doing? Make sure to like the live. Yeah, I guessed. The story time was like the cherry on top, right? It was pretty good. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, man. It's gonna be by the end of this month. Don't worry. Time flies quickly, so don't worry. I don't know why the red angry emoji reminds me of like Angry Bird in a sense. Don't worry, hard work will pay off either way. It will pay off either way, and I got doggish gang on my side for it. That's good to know, Ira. That's nice. Pretty good. What do you think here? Should we go on like a small tangent? What tech or what do you want to talk about? Something lighthearted, I guess we can keep it going. And then I have to shortly, I'll have to take my leave. Time passes by so quickly. Oh, Ira, that looks like a burger, I think. Very nice. Very cool, eat well. Hopefully your day goes well ahead. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. Neeraj, are you still there in the chat? Are you still here in the chat? Or am I still there? I don't know. That's interesting either way. I mean, Ira, that is interesting. Don't worry. No, 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 no. I can talk it out. We can talk for a while. Don't worry about me, man. Don't worry. I got the energy. You know, I'm pretty energetic when I talk about things. So you're also taking a break. Oh, okay. Well, enjoy your break well, Neeraj. Enjoy your break well, and also have a good rest. I do hope because everyone needs like some time to unwind, right? So I do get it. I'll be leaving in like 2 minutes though, so we can talk for 2 minutes. I believe. Oh no, I'll not be coming back, Neeraj, because it's okay. Don't take your break well. It's okay. Enjoy your break because after around 2 minutes, I will be signing off for the night, for the day. That is. We can talk tomorrow. We can continue tomorrow as you wish. It's not that bad. Continue tomorrow, and we'll have our usual conversation as usual. So, but well, Neeraj, it was nice. It was nice talking to you, Ira. You also and might refer in the chat. I don't know, but like it was nice having a discussion. Thanks, Neeraj, for basically just demonstrating your ChatGPT experiment. It was nice. I had a good laugh as well, and it also basically I completed overdid my quota. Neeraj, yes, I'll say Neeraj, thanks a lot for satisfying my quota of tech talk. Yeah, tech talk, TED talk, same thing, honestly. But it's like two sides, so it's pretty good. And I hope that you enjoy your Sunday to the fullest. so that you're fully energetic on a Monday. On the Monday, that is. I know, Ira, you joined pretty late though, unfortunately. And today's time is a little different because I have not taken any break. So I'll have to sign off for the night. Well, Neeraj and Ira, yes, lots of love from Doggish Gang as well to you, Neeraj, specifically. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll sign off. So, Neeraj, we're going to continue tomorrow, all right? So, good night. Have a good night's rest and enjoy Sunday to the fullest. And if you have time, you can also join in. You know my timings. But anyways, bye guys. Bye everyone. Good night.